Hey guys, this video is all about showcasing the harvesting profession from the preview of the upcoming MMO New World. So this is the UI that shows the information about the harvesting skill. You can see your level sits on the left hand side, and underneath that you see the speed and the bonus that you get for gathering. That bonus is affected by a couple of different things, one being the item level of the tool that is being used to harvest. The second is whether or not you put points into faster gathering in that area gained by reputation. Then it shows a couple of different things that can be gathered, with the level required to gather them, and the level that they start being tracked with your on-screen compass. As we go through them in the video, I'll say a word about each of them. Alright, so we have here the magical plants, and these things are used for alchemy, for making potions and weapon oils, like different buffs that you can apply to your weapons. Depends on who you're fighting and stuff like that. In my opinion, they are the coolest thing to gather in the game. They are all unique and individual, and they represent the resource that you are gathering. The items that you are given are exactly represented by the in-game model, which I think is really cool, especially getting this blight root in a graveyard, because it's all about death. Like, that was awesome. The life bloom here, the nice bright light in the middle. It's all about used in potions that can heal you, which is great. The river crest, this one, you're gonna find it around water. It's always, and it has like the little water dripping off. I think it's cool. The dragon glory is awesome. Probably my favorite part of the game, with the coolest effects of the fire shooting out of it. The fire motes are used to create ammunition for the muskets. It all really ties together. And then lastly, you kind of have this earth spine with that weird look to it, kind of green stuff coming out. It's just so cool. Next we have the hemp, and so I'll include in this. We have the silkweed and wire fiber. And wire fiber I didn't find in the game, but I know it fills a similar role. You get them, you get fibers, and you make cloth out of that fiber, and that cloth is then used in all sorts of crafting professions to make armor, obviously, and weapons, and a few other things here and there, depending on the profession, of course. The hemp has two different colors, as you've seen here. One is darker and one is lighter, but they're both hemp. The next thing we're going to see are the herbs, and these are used for cooking mostly. But they're a super easy way to level up your harvesting profession, at least in the preview. They're super quick, super easy, really abundant, and they gave you a good amount of experience to level that skill. So next we have the fungi, and these are used to make dyes. So they give you pigments based on, most of the time, their color, and those pigments are used in the cooking skill to create dyes that you can then change the color of your clothes with. Just like the magical plants, these all have unique and individual models and little effects. I don't think they're as cool as the magical plants, but they're definitely awesome. They have their own thing for sure. There's quite a bit of them. A few of them give the same pigment, but I mean, it's okay, but they're all spread out around the map, so you're not going to find them all together. The color, at least in the preview, has been to an area, so when you go into that area, you only find orange, or you only find pink, or you only find yellow, which kind of encourages you to break out and branch out and explore different areas of the map. It will probably also affect the price in the auction house, because the auction house are locked to a region in the map. So each city and province, if you want to call it, has a different auction house. So if you don't have that type of fungus in your area, I'm assuming they're going to be more expensive to buy in that auction house. So that's just something to think of. going forward. But yeah, they're really easy to get. They're pretty abundant, and because of their bright colors, they're easy to spot. But they're also very cool. I just wanted to add something with the white fungus here. Most of the other fungi were in areas that have at least low level areas, so you could kind of get it. But the white fungus was the first one that like you had to get into an area that was generally higher level and tough. So they were hard to get. So these are the dye colors. These are all the ones that I could get. I had an issue getting all of them because the kitchen wasn't upgraded, and to get the highest level ones on my server, I went around all the towns, but the kitchen wasn't a super high priority thing to get upgraded. So we were kind of kept out from a few of those. The other thing was I wasn't able to get all the pigments, and I think because some of them are in the higher level areas, I just didn't get high enough level to go out and get. But these are what I could get. I think they look really great. I'd like to see a little more variation in the color, maybe softer versions of the yellows, um, just a little more variation. Um, but overall, I think it's really cool. I love games that have the ability to dye your armor. I think it makes it unique. I saw a lot of really cool looking armor and characters running around. People got really creative with the dyes. 'Cause as you can see, there's 4 different things you can possibly dye per piece. So it gives you a lot of creativity. A lot of people can really get into it and do some cool stuff with that. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching the video. If you have any questions about the preview at all, I'd happily answer any of your questions down in the comments. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up. I got a couple other things that I'm trying to do a video on, a little bit about housing, um, different things about maybe how they could improve upgrading your towns, and I got just some other gameplay that I might upload just to pass on, because I know some people didn't get to play. Anyways, have a great day, guys. Thanks.